generation before them, they were lied to. And there is no way you will discover this lie. There's no way you will discover this betrayal. There's no way you will discover this disappointment, generational betrayal from those who have had the opportunity of at least building a future that all of us can feature in. And look at us today. The same rogues are building the future that our own children are going to feature in, but they don't want us involved. So I would love to help the coming generation to understand that, so that you won't discover in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, sometimes in your 70s, like some of us are discovering today, that Nigeria was actually a lie. There is no Nigerian. There is nobody called Nigerian. It remains a geographical expression that has nothing. I mean, a geographical expression of people that have nothing in common, absolute nothing in common. And if some of us have psychologically detached ourselves from Nigeria, we would never want our own children, our children's children, to suffer the same fate like we did. They lied to us. They did. So yeah, there's no way you know about Nigeria that you won't get angry or mad. It could make you like, why can't they? What is wrong with these people? How can we be spending money on this? How can we not produce this or that? You keep asking, but whatever you see in Nigeria today is not by accident. Are you listening? None of this is by accident. It is all by design. And I will keep reminding you, okay, that everybody is saying Nigeria is not working. This country is not working. I'm tired of this country. Let us break up of this country and all of that. Listen to me very well. Nigeria is working by the design of the owners of Nigeria. That Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world is not by error or mistake. It is by design. A lot of you were building castle in the air. You were seeing the strange bedfellows coming together, ruiners, looters, terrorists, coupists, genocidists, tribalists, religious jingoists, fanatics. You were seeing all of them coming together. They want to rescue Nigeria, and you believed them. Oh my God. You believed them. Now, when they changed Nigeria to exactly what they wanted to be, Nigeristan, here we are. We are now asking, how did we get here? And like this, so Tifnubu and his gang are pretty much interested in what is on the table for them. But for you, you would have to actually take wherever you get, like that, even if it's bullet, right? So yeah, talking about the student loan. Do you know that from day one, when I told you that it was an afterthought, there was no plan for student loan. Student loan, okay. Do you even understand what it takes to say you want to give loan to students? We are talking about a system that you have to actually budget trillions of naira for it. Yeah. The value of what you have right now in Nigeria, you need trillions of naira. And this must be a ceaseless free flow of that resources if you actually wanted to. I was here. And I was talking about that when you look at the criminals who are possibly some of you's role models and what they stand for, which are to destroy you, honestly speaking, you won't, for any reason, right? You will never defend them for another day, not for another minute. What they told you, they will give you 5 billion. 5 billion for a country with over 20 million students. Abba. And you actually took that and said, yeah, we are waiting for them to. Because the moment they manage to give like hundreds or 200 of you, the million, the rest of you can go to hell or go to places. That is the country they are building for you. That is the country you think you have. That is not a country. It is a contraption, an asylum where lunatics have taken power and they have taken reign of all the institutions that could possibly keep you or protect you. Do you understand? So nobody is a Nigerian. But until everybody realizes that, we can continue to live that lie. Okay? We can continue to live the lie. But somebody like myself will continue to remind us. So, role models. Who are your role models today? As an individual, who are your role models and who are their friends? Show me your friends, and I will possibly be able to tell you who you are. You have drug dealers, smugglers. They are those who are now your role models. They will be singing about smugglers, gun runners. I've been there. I'm guilty myself before now. I'm guilty too. Where we have managed to help them chorus the praises of criminals in our society, and then psychologically, knowingly or unknowingly, we're passing that sort of a belief onto ourselves, and we are hoping that we'll probably will have access to the similar resources they have access to criminally, so that we too can be maybe praised. Then we have children today. That are also being exposed to all of this. A society that praises criminals, the society that rewards criminals who are supposed to be in jail. They are those making laws, executing them. Custom officers who are supposed to keep your border safe from illicit, contrabands. They are the head of a smuggling, rackets in the country. The military that are supposed to keep you safe. Now they are being used as an archet job for ethnic cleansing, genocide. They are turning the guns bought for them by Nigerians on Nigerians themselves. A banana republic. The Air Force is making mistake, bombing civilians by error, not once, not twice, 3 times. And there is nobody in jail for all of this, because the system will say the more horrible and criminally you are, the likelihood that you will rise to the top. The police IG in Nigeria arrested the two, when he was a commissioner of police in Kwara State, Ilorin. Kayode Egbetokun, what is his name again? Your IG, appointed by Tifnumbu. 2 police officers who arrested, confiscated stuff from a smuggler. They got fired by Egbetokun for doing their job. He was a police officer. He fired them for doing their job, arrested them, and he protected the criminal that they arrested, the court. And what did he get in return? He's your police IG now, the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria, the Custom DG. Your custom, what do you call that one now? Director General, they call your custom Comptroller General, whatever. The Comptroller General is also somebody who is also linked to a notorious a notorious smuggler, gun runner, IBD, Dende, Egungbong, from Yewa in Ogun State. Somebody who could actually, without holding any gun, he could slap an armed custom officer and nothing will happen. Nothing happened. He said he was provoked. They provoked me. There's nothing too much about what I did. It was just a provocation. And indeed, he is still alive. What kind of a system is that? You have a system whereby a private security company is helping Nigeria to arrest crude oil smugglers, those who are stealing your crude oil. And guess those who are fighting them? Nigerian Navy. Nigerian Navy is not fighting the pirate or those who came to steal your crude oil. They were fighting the security guys who were stopping them. Private security. And you say Nigeria never spoil. Nigeria don't spoil, finally. So you have criminals who are supposed to keep you safe, and more when their frustration is pretty much like out of control. They're moving. They're moving into your spaces, threaten you, shoot your children, kidnap them, to extort them. And I mean, come on. So I don't know who are your role models. I am going to keep the line open. I will take calls, okay? So if you are with me this afternoon and this morning, depends on, the time. It's weekend. I'm not sure everyone is probably going to be working. But if you are watching this and you also probably want to be part of this, please join us. It's an open conversation. I am going to take a quick break. And when I get back, I'll take us. Well, like, then I will still continue saying my stuff because I still have a few things to add, okay? But yeah, I will be back in a minute. Thank you. Thank you very much. I already have a caller, and I am suspecting this must be one true emperor. Is the golden voice on the brunch time with Mayegu now? Is that you?
Baba. Good morning. Good morning to you.
To you, Baba. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Doing great.
Great. It's weekend anyway. So, what's the plan for the weekend, Baba?
The plan for the weekend is simple. My wife is still sleeping.
Oh,
I said the plan for the weekend is simple. Yeah, my wife is still sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep. No, I'm not going to sleep in. I'm going to watch Premiership. I'm going to watch basketball. Just going to watch sports today and just relax.
Just chill around the house and all.
Yeah, just chill.
There's no much outdoor yet, no.
Yeah, no. There's nothing to do outdoors for me. Me, I just like to chill and watch sports in the weekend. Yeah, that's more. Yeah, let's go. You see, today I have points. I've already written down the points I want to discuss, even from yesterday. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to take us yesterday. So let me start with yesterday.
Oh, last night something came up I couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. That last night show.
No, it makes sense.
The moment you put, it makes sense. And the reason why I wanted to call was because you put that Pastor Premium video up. You know the Pastor Premium I'm talking about. You put Kumuyi's video up. Everything he was saying, I was like, does Pastor Kumuyi now understand what Christianity is meant to be about after years of being a pastor? All those people that were clapping for Kumuyi, to me, I see them as fools. Because if you understand Christianity, Kumuyi should not be saying what he's saying yesterday. Kumuyi should have been doing what he's saying since the day he established Deeper Life. Is that not what the Bible commands us? To help the needy, to help the poor, to love our brothers as ourselves? And that idiot is just saying that his church should start doing that. That his church should then separate a certain percentage of offering money to give the poor. But is that not what the Bible commands us in the New Testament? Is that not what the Bible also commands us? Is it not in Lamentations, talking about giving to the homeless, to the people in the streets? Michael, this is why I tell you that the Christianity, the religion in Nigeria is different from the religion over here. Because if a pastor can just be saying this because there's hunger crisis in the land, Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is dead. These are the same people that will allocate billions of naira, billions of dollars to build mega structures, but there is no mega manufacturing industries. Thousands and thousands of bigger church buildings, but no manufacturing. The land and buildings that they should be using for manufacturing industries, for factories, for farmlands, for innovative advancement. The churches will buy up those land and they will build mega structures, and these same fools will go inside that church and pray for manufacturing industries. And yet a pastor
pray for investors, pray for security,
and pray for investors, pray for security. And yet a pastor is now saying that the offering money, that a certain percentage of the offering money should be given to the poor. But yes, Michael, this is how churches in Nigeria will collect offering. They will collect standard offering. Not only that, they will collect welfare fund. Yeah. Welfare fund to help the needy. You dey hear me, Michael? Yeah. They will still collect welfare fund to help the needy. Not only that, they will collect missionary offering. Not only that, they will collect different type of offering. So when you play that Kumuyi's video, I was like, is this guy running a business enterprise or a church? Because for a general overseer to see what he said yesterday, to me, he does not know what Christianity is all about.
And it's been
because if he's just
40 years, he said.
Exactly. That means that he does not know what Christianity is all about if he's just saying what he said yesterday. You can see how these pastors are the most useless people, and their followers are a bunch of zombies. It does not matter if they follow Adeboyo, it does not matter if they follow Kumiyo, it does not matter if they follow Lukoya or Bakari. If you are following any of these people, you are a zombie. Because if you know what Christianity is all about, people should have been upset at what Kumuyi said yesterday. Because it does not make sense that a man who has been in this pastorpreneur ministry for over 40 years.
One true emperor. What if we now try to see is what do you call it? That video as a bit of call for help of what he knows is coming. Look at it this way, right? He's closer to these criminals, and he's possibly closer to some of those elite criminals too. Those ones who are not in politics but in other things, right? He must be closer to some of them. He knows things going on and all that. So could it be an attempt to say, a call for help to say, hey, everybody, me, I understand what's going on and I'm ready to share from everything that I'm taking from people. And I'm saying it now that I support people to help you, because when this whole calamity goes down, I beg spare me. Could it be a call for help on the side?
I don't believe so.
You don't want to go that
Shall I
side?
tell you why I don't believe so? Yes.
Let's consider that.
Yes. Shall I tell you why I don't believe so?
Right.
Because anybody that is smart should already know that Nigeria needed help a long time ago. Should already know that Nigeria is dead. And if Pastor Kumuyi was a real Christian, what he said in that video, he should have been implementing it, because that's what the Bible expects us as Christians to do. So let us forget about that fool. Let us now go to today's topic. I've dealt with Kumuyi. Let's go to the next one. Nigeria. That guy, see, that video of you played of that man, they complain. That man.
What to do.
He does not know that Nigeria is not meant for him.
How many times will they tell you Nigeria is not for you?
How many times will they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not
allow them, may they kill you. One true emperor.
See, so now he was saying all these things, but who is he speaking to? Speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that have oppressive nature themselves, speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that are thieves themselves, speaking to a bunch of Nigerians that are religious bigots themselves, and he's trying to sound smart. You can't sound smart in Nigeria situation. Nigeria is a place that should be broken up. Look at what they are doing in this Binance system. Look at how they are trying to find dollars. When we all know that the most simple thing to solve this situation is to implement security measures, let farmers go back to the farm, and also start building industries, start making Nigeria productive. But of course, it is Nigeria. Nigeria is designed to work the way it is. Let me now educate the people that is watching us. Before Nigeria became Nigeria, go and do your research. Nigeria used to be called the Niger Company. Nigeria is a business enterprise. Nigeria was never created to be a country. The real name of Nigeria is called the Niger Company. Go and do your research, and you want the country to work, and you're Lori Buruku. And again, I will keep saying this. Nigerians sat comfortably in their house, knowing that their central bank governor is a failure in the banking industry. A total failure in the banking industry is your central bank governor.
But they are praising him now. He's got stellar record. He's a great
stellar record?
Is a total disaster, a failure.
It's a disgrace. Anybody in his class, his mates, yes, anybody in his class that have brains, you will not see them near Oduduwa Emefiole now. I am telling you, it's a disgrace in the banking industry. I know what I'm saying. I'm not just.
It's like bringing somebody that nobody would touch and put him ahead of everybody where they no can get choice. So people are now watching, and they are watching Kadobi, the further destruction of Nigeria economy right now. No,
exactly.
They are just watching and saying, continue. Yes, a very good idea. Continue. Wow.
Should I even tell you the funny thing while I even round up? Not only the Nigeria watch that, Now, let us talk about Dangote now. Let's talk about Dangote.
Somebody said I didn't want good thing for Nigeria. That's why I didn't see and dance. Dangote has received crude oil. Baba. Educated people were dancing on social media because they delivered Dangote crude oil.
Mayegu, Shebi, I revealed to you. Yeah, Shebi, I revealed to you yesterday morning that the education in Nigeria is grammar poor. So don't let us talk about educated Nigerians. They are the dumbest people on earth. If you are in Nigeria and you are telling me you have masters, you have PhD, it does not impress me because I get masters. So whatever certificate these people have, me too, I get them. So they are not impressing me. The only thing where I know get my PhD. So all these titles where Nigerians like to pack for their head, they no impress me. I am in this country. The dumbest people to talk to are educated Nigerians. I am telling you, I'm in America. I have doctors' friends. I have nurses' friends. I have friends that are in the IT. I have friends that are in the banking sector. Honestly, if I want to discuss something sensible, it's not them I will talk to. So don't let us talk about educated Nigerians.
That kind of when you look at your clique, when you look at your clique, some said and say, if I want to discuss something sensible, something that is more progressive, and all of that stuff.
It's not among Nigerians, my guy. It's not among Nigerians. If I want to discuss something sensible, I will speak to my Black American friends. I will speak to my white friends. I will speak to my Asian friends. Yes, from experience, I'm telling you, I know they discuss sensible things with Nigerians for here. I can tell you far. Wow. Simple. I don't. Guy, only about probably only about 1 or 2 Nigerians that I can say I really am close to here. Trust me, the Nigerian community over here is weird. I don't interact with them. They have the same mentality back home. A lot of them, I told you, some of them voted for Peter Obi and they still voted Sanwo-Olu as governor. Are those the kind of people you want me to take serious?
See, that thing, they make you mad every time you remember that thing. They make you repeat and say,
I will always repeat it. I will always repeat it. That is why.
I'm like, I understand. Sorry.
See, Mayegu, this is the reason why I don't believe in the obedience. This is why I never believed in the obedience movement. I mean, these are obedience that voted for Sanwo-Olu. These are obedience that were shouting Peter Obi on top of my head and still voted Sanwo-Olu. So let us leave that aside. Let me now go into Dangote.
Yes.
So They lied to Nigerians that Dangote was going to start refining crude oil and petrol, but yet they gave him license to import petrol.
Yes.
I beg, how does that make sense?
But
How
sorry to
does
cut
that
you
make
again.
sense
Sorry
in
to
any
cut you.
country?
One true emperor, right? Person wey suppose they produce petrol, they serve locally and export. Then give an importation license to bring in petrol. So if that person bring petrol, load them inside his refinery there, right? Can't they sell them to people? Share the same mumu Nigerians will not believe that he produces the whole thing.
Of course, they believe that he will produce.
They will produce. They will believe that he's producing.
Guy, not being guy. We're talking about Nigerians.
Please continue.
The average Nigerians is daft. All these other Nigerians used to say they are smart, that are the giant of Africa. No, Nigerians are daft.
Hey.
Nigerians are daft because think about it, my good. Let us say you are the Nigerian government and you are Dangote now. I gave you money illegally. I gave you money illegally to build a refinery.
Yeah.
Not only that, I'm still giving you license to import petrol. And not only will you now sell it to us in naira, your foolish self will now sell it to us in dollars. And people say Nigeria is working. My good. Nigeria is dead.
So about Nigeria, it will cause you endless laughter. That's when you think about Nigeria, right? Sometimes, right? It's beyond getting angry or crying or feeling sad. You just burst into this laughter.
Michael, this is why I've lost empathy. Because you always say something that if you know Nigeria, you will be angry. But Michael, I've already passed that level. I don't have feelings for that country. I'm telling you, because every day you come on here, you keep showing Nigeria evidence, and then you keep applying common sense. And our fellow Nigerians, is like common sense is so difficult to them. And that is why they say common sense is not common. Because this whole Dangote situation, my good, is common sense. So you don't have to be a petroleum engineer.
No.
You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to be a financial expert. No. It's simple common sense. How can a country give one man control of the national asset and he's still going to import the finished product of that national asset, and you expect petrol to be cheaper? Nigerians are stupid, Mayegun. I will say it. I have no respect for our people. Our people are dumb, and they're the ones that will be shouting education, education, education.
Do you know who you are talking to?
How does that?
Do you know me?
Like,
do you know who you are talking to?
Do you know me?
You better be careful.
Who's your father?
You know who you are talking to? I say, who
like,
you be, mister?
Who then be, my Who then be? Like, it's so crazy that Nigerians keep falling for the same hokey dokey all the time, falling for the same playbook all the time, falling for the same bullshit all the time. And then Nigerians will leave Nigeria and start complaining that other countries don't like them. Why would they like you? Why would they like you when you're voting drug dealers? Why would they like you when you're believing your fake prophets? Why would they like you when they see that your country likes to kidnap and kill people? Why would they like you when they know that your central bank governor is a disgrace in the banking industry worldwide?
Somebody
like
says,
Nigerians.
Somebody says, okay, enough. Let us talk about the way forward. Now, I have a reading.
Which way forward? The way forward is to break Nigeria.
I have a quote for that person who asked me that. He said, okay, what is the way forward? Most of the time, it's not because they are interested in your way forward, because the way forward is something they don't want to happen. When you tell them, break up Nigeria, they say, is that the way forward? Instead of us to talk and come together and be together and work and make sure that our country, you and who they come together and work together. Here is a quote, right? They said, this guy put it this way, very simply, right? He said, a country ruled by criminals needs two revolutions, one small and one big. The small revolution is to overthrow the criminal government. The big revolution is to radically undo the damage these criminals have inflicted on the country. Now, here is another. He said, when the civilians remember their responsibilities, politicians will forget which party they belong to. So, will their next of kin. And at the slightest urge for exploitation, a voice of caution will ring in their head. Don't you dare, kid, right? So if the citizens are asking themselves, what is the way forward? The number one way forward is to, I've said this many times too, Abi, you first need to detach yourself from everything you've known and accepted to be true about Nigeria, including the belief that you have right to defend the criminal who come from your tribe, your religion, your region, or whatever you associate with.
Oh,
right?
that's the biggest
So when you
problem.
begin to detach yourself from all of those and no association with all these rogues, right? Then the next stage is to overthrow them, is to destroy them, because their job is to destroy you. And if that is too difficult to happen, and that's not possible, you know that's not possible now, then don't ever in your life ask me what is the way forward, ever.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
see, my good. Nigerians know the way forward. But do you know what Nigerians are waiting for?
Yeah.
They're
the
waiting
Messiah.
for you and me and the Messiah to come back and say them. Nobody is coming. All those people that be shouting diasporans should come back.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody is coming.
No.
We are okay over here. Well, I don't know about other diasporans. Me, I'm okay here. I pay my taxes. I live my life. American politics is the only thing that affects me. Nigerian politics, no, they touch me. My own is to come to your program and laugh. And I will keep on laughing because I am not going to be angry about Nigeria. Anymore. I'm not going to cry about Nigeria. I have done that years ago. The complaining, why cannot Nigeria work? Why can they not do this? Why can they not do that? No, I am here to remind people and let people know that whether you like it or not, you are the ones producing evidence that Nigeria will break, my ego. Because Nigeria cannot keep continuing like this, except if Nigerians have accepted that they are slaves, that they are born to be conquered. That's the only way Nigeria can go on like this. But if Nigerians are really the giants of Africa, as they say, they are really as smart as they say, then they should show us something. My ego, thank you. Let me leave it here. They should start working. Thank you, Jare. Let me let another person call you.
Okay, and take it.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So that is a one true emperor there, calling from the US as usual. It's money in the US, and I've got another caller here in the UK. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mayego. How are you doing?
I am very well, Baba. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please.
Yeah, quite a good job you are doing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I've got only one thing to say to you, and I want you to think about it. Yeah, this guy is in town now, Louis Sunday Igboho.
Well, I saw a video, Koiki. I think it came to see Koiki and all that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm very grateful if you could have a one-on-one with him and let him know that he must not be distracted or be bought into all these lies of Tinubu this, Tinubu that. So he knows he will not lose followers or be irrelevant because the momentum is drumming up, but he has to be very careful. If you just have one-on-one with him and then just pick him back, yeah, you might say, yeah, he's an adult, you know what he's doing, but at times, some sense of reason can be speak to an adult and then they will just come back to their reasons as they know what, yeah.
All right, sir. One thing is that I believe he himself possibly is watching this, just so you know, okay? However, if he is not, those closer to him are probably, okay? So we can both use this medium to pass the message, but if I have a chance of seeing him, which is under probability, right? Because, I'm in Scotland and sometimes it's like a journey for them, However, if I have the opportunity like you have just requested now, I will deliver this message personally, apart from here. I promise. And then we can only cross our fingers. You know that he's an adult. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Or I can deliver the message that there are still those who really, really love him. And they will not be comfortable if he should turn around and begin to praise Steve Numbu and all of that. He would lose a lot of people here and goodwill too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Baba.
Okay, yeah. Have a good day.
And you too. God bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Oloye, I saw the video. He came to London. I think it was yesterday, right? So, and it's just to come and show solidarity and then appreciation to Koiki. That's why he said. I saw the video. He said he came to show appreciation to Koiki, his own spokesperson, who has been very much loyal and then holding forth for him throughout that travel. So, which is great. So, yeah, somebody raised that anyway, you know. So, apart from that, the line is still pretty much opened. And if you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is to dial that number and call in, and you can be part of this afternoon from all over the place, right? So, of course, I am actually picking up some of the comments. So, in case if some of you are also dropping questions in there, I can easily possibly tackle them too. So to somebody who was asking, see, you see, when people ask for solutions to something, I keep saying this several times, right? And I've said it many times, and I will continue to say it. All right. From my own experience, Nigerians don't really hate their oppressors. They do not hate oppression. They do not hate corruption. They do not hate some of these things that a lot of us believe that they hate. It's just that some of them just don't like the fact that they are not the ones doing the corruption, doing the oppression, or even enjoying the oppression or the corruption and all of that stuff. And with that, all it takes is just for you to bring them around and they will be fine. So when people ask me, what is the solution to all of this in Nigeria? I say, everybody knows Nigeria problem. In fact, some of you know the role you are playing in your own small way or big way, how you are enabling all the wrong things, how you are enabling or normalizing all abnormalities in your own small space. Since you are not government, maybe your own little criminality or little enablement is not really that much. That's not why Nigeria is spoiled. Is it because I just did that small thing? Is that the reason why Nigeria is spoiled? No, we'll keep telling you. You are the reflection of your leaders, your criminal ruiners and leaders are the reflection of you. They are the reflection of Nigerians. Sure, you get now. So if you are looking for way forward, we must first believe that you must detach yourselves from the aprons of your criminal allegiance. I don't know what your own allegiance is. Maybe your own allegiance is through religion connection. Maybe your own allegiance is through tribal connection. Maybe yours is through ethnic connection. Maybe yours is also class connection. Whatever your connection is to this criminal enterprise, you need to detach from it. So that when I tell you break it up, you're not going to be like, huh. Say, what can we do to this Nigeria problem? We'll break it up. Make them break up Nigeria. Everybody go there separate. Break it up, okay? Is there no other solution? No, there's no other solution. I was thinking maybe there will be other solution. I don't think it's going to be easy to break it up. What is solution from me again? If you are the type of person to in your life, what is the solution? What is the way forward? If you are not ready to listen or do them. Do you understand? Well, if your solution is to go and get PVC, to go and queue again, Baba, I will be here. I shall be here, inshallah, to report the consequences of your action. Inshallah. Prince Jejema, what do you think?
That's so, Baba.
Let's see what they ask me. What is the solution? They want me to tell them that let us go and get ready again for another charade, Abi. But if you tell them, so break it up, they say, it's not easy to break up like that. You cannot say we can. I think we should all just pray so that we can try and see maybe God will do. Do you ever ask me for what is solution if you're not ready to listen to it? Prince.
Baba Mayegu, well done, Baba.
God bless you. How are you doing this afternoon?
You've been telling them the truth and will continue to speak the truth. You know, there's one thing that you know, that truth never die. Okay? They are arguing whether what to do or what not to do. Since 1999, they've been scrambling for PVC. At the end of the day, is it not the same where they are?
Maybe next one for 2027 now. They go tell them, say, maybe they open the side of their head. They go come put one SIM card there. They go say, now your voting SIM card. Anybody will not get that, no go vote. And some women go still take their head, go there, and say, put on. I want to vote. Register to vote. And then the day of election will come. Now people with the whole bottle and stick and knife and guns go tell them, if them burn you well, come here, come and vote. Then they go carry the SIM card everywhere and say, my voter card is in my head. It is my right to vote with my head. A contraption.
Nare madness, Baba. Sure. You see, the other day I was listening to your program, and some of our comrades, they were a kind of doubting if we leave Nigeria, if we are going to meet, eventually come up with a better nation. I was a kind of, I don't know what to just say to them, because look at what they should understand is that Nigeria has destroyed the psyche of Nigerians. Nigeria as a nation, as the way Nigerians are thinking. They think like, especially what the military is doing. The military has so dealt with Nigerian people that everybody is just thinking like every little thing like this is fight, war. They are all thinking like they're not thinking like animal. They don't think normal. Like you used to say, no more empathy. When someone they kill someone, they kill 200 people, 300 people. Everybody just say, and so you say it don't happen again. In the same country, now as we speak, my group general, do you know that as peaceful as the southeast and eastern region is, especially southeast in particular, based on the index of security in Nigeria, do you know that army are moving in the villages of southeast with armored car? They are moving in convoy, destroying and killing as we speak. Mm-hmm. Their aim is to make sure that they destroyed IPOB. Do you know that the money that Nigerian government spends, both local and internationally, to see that they destroy IPOB is enough to set up, to pay or to budget for up to 3 nations in Africa. Is enough to budget for them in their whole budget in a year. Do you understand? By a good general, one thing they need to know is that anything but not Nigeria is better.
Better, exactly.
Now, for the people who are doubting if we will be better, I want to remind them they should remember when we had confederation. I don't want to go in details of that. They should go back and study in history. Now, currently, we can see because of just devolution of power to electricity, now that they now give the state the right to develop. Just imagine, under a year, somebody who have a vision, Governor Oti of LP, have set up electricity for the state. 24/7 electricity is there now. Every factory,
the one in Lagos now, everybody is just like, I'll show you something from Yimba City, Mr. German. People are giving excuses where things have been so looted. Somebody came in with that little resources and is actually been making so much difference that it's becoming so obvious. Geometric in Yimba City. See what it look like. And I heard that it's part of the celebration that they have now been celebrating over 72 hours uninterrupted electricity. But some people are trying to downplay that too. Have you seen that? Where people are saying that if you go to Escravos, if you go to all this oil installation, all the smaller communities, they are enjoying 24 hours electricity. They want to make that to downgrade this guy, right? But what this guy has done is that it is like saying, for example, anybody who comes from Lagos State here, if you have anybody watching me here from Lagos State, right? Let's do this, right? Let's say that they have managed to bring in an investor that has built electricity and supply. That we now, Lagos State have, they currently have about 37 local government and SCDA, right? So let's use the official one, 20 local government areas, right? So now let's say, okay, from Obalende, from Island there, down to the mainland here, Ikorodu, Ajegunle, all those places, First Stack, Oshodi, Lupeju, all those areas there, they are now having 24 hours electricity. 10 local government areas in Lagos State. But do you even have an idea what that means? It's not like something where they sell for industries, just industries. We are talking about including homes. We are talking about villages, where electricity, anywhere where cable pass, they could get 24 hours electricity. 9 local government areas. It's massive. Go on.
Baba, do you know that if that is not even hard to achieve that? You understand? And doing that, every micro business will revive instantly. You understand?
Imagine all those factories now who are not going to be buying diesel, buying petrol anymore.